So what I have consistently noticed in my targeting experience is it will always involves either a slanderous tarot reading or a false prophet spinning a narrative about someone. So their entire content often revolves around antagonizing a specific person. And the rule of thumb is if someone builds an entire storyline around a situation they're not personally involved in, especially as an outsider, it's a clear indication that it's a flying monkey. It makes no sense for someone to be so informed and emotionally invested in a conflict they were never part of, unless there's an agenda. As many as you know, I have been targeted by someone who even went so far as to pay tarot readers and false prophets to push tailored messages meant to discredit and destroy me. Let me give you an example. There's a false prophet might say that will say someone who once believed lies about you will randomly run into you and feel your energy and realize that they were lying about you. But here's the problem. One, discernment is key. So you cannot always tell who the real liar is in stories like this because you don't know if the person that is telling you the story is a liar or not. You see, in my case, I was falsely portrayed as a liar when in fact I was telling the truth about someone who covertly harmed me and is still trying to do so. So they painted me as controlling as part of their big smear campaign to frame my pursuit of justice as manipulation when really I was just exposing their lies. And meanwhile, the actual abuser was playing the victim and using deceptive flying monkeys to twist the narrative, making it seem like I was doing to that person what she was doing to me. So real discernment doesn't come from storytelling. So when there's a conflict between two people, anyone with a higher consciousness knows better than to make an entire content about it, especially when they're not involved. Having an opinion is one thing, but ultimately, this is just gossip disguised as spiritual insight, and it's manipulation through unverifiable information. 3. Judgment disguised as intuition is still judgment. So in her story, one person is often described with words like controlling, wanting her way all the time. So the other person is portrayed like that. This is possibly just a judgment and not the truth about a person. And then the other person, their heroine, they were trying to portray as someone sees this person and instantly sees the whole truth, and that's not the truth. That's assumption. So that's not discernment, it's assumption. We don't instantly see and feel the truth about a person because true evil can wear the mask of good, and many people who have done horrible criminal things will appear good, calm, and collected, and sometimes even going overboard as volunteering as a cover in order to hide the truth. 4. Not everyone is buying it. So some people commented on this content and called out the shady energy and was warning others not to be that gullible. And I mean, to be careful and not to jump on the bandwagon of lies. 5. This is triangulation. Plain and simple. So creating content that pits one person as a victim and another as a villain without being directly involved is manipulation. It's a way to stir division, control the narrative, and discredit someone without accountability. Truth isn't always loud or obvious. It lives in the subtleties between the lines, and it requires both intuition and critical thinking. I have learned to sharpen the skill just to survive years of attacks from covert psychopaths. So let's be real. If it were you or me, would we bother making a content about someone else's beef? Well, not unless there was something to gain. Money, clout, or loyalty to someone we're trying to defend.